Okay, so for our final project of the crazy 2019-2020 school year, you will be designing a self-portrait mask. I usually use paper mache for a mask project in our sculpture class for our kind of culminating project. But given the nature of the world that we're in right now, the idea of a mask and who wears it and what it's for has changed pretty dramatically. So, your assignment is going to be to create a COVID-19 mask. So, something that you would wear if you were leaving the house out in public. One of the things that you're going to need to think about for this project is where will you be wearing it? But this is going to be something that you create and imagine just for yourself. That is a self-portrait, a self-expression. I'm going to leave it a little bit open-ended so that you guys can take it in the directions that you want to. I'll link to some templates that you guys can use for inspiration. You, of course, don't have to use fabric. That is not my expectation for this. You're just designing it. You're kind of imagining what it would look like. So this template is one that I just kind of free-handed. This is going to be one of the ones that kind of curves a little bit more up and over your nose. And I folded my sheet of paper in half, and then I used Sharpie marker to kind of trace it out. And you can be as creative as you want to with this. Some things that I want you to consider. Where would you be wearing this mask? Would it be something that you maybe wore to our first day back at school in the 2020-2021 school year? Is it something that you would wear to the grocery store? Maybe you are starting up sports teams practices again, but you're going to be required to wear a mask to participate in those. So think about where you would be wearing it, how you would be wearing it, and design from there. A couple of other considerations. So this template, because it would have a seam down the center, you could have one design on one side, one design on the other side. You could come up with ideas for what the attachments would be. Would it be something just like elastic? Would you want to have like ribbons or sequins or I don't know, but think about how you would wear it and attach it. So would you have ribbons or something? Do you want to have there to be a distinct inside and outside? Do you want it to look different on the two different sides? Consider all of those things when you come up with your design. You can decorate it however you want. Again, you don't actually have to make this out of fabric. I'm just gonna do my example design on paper. But think through, how do you want other people to see you and perceive you if you are not going to be able to show over half of your face? So if your nose is covered and your mouth is covered, how do you want other people to see you? I've seen some really cute masks that have things like animal noses, smiling faces. Do you want it to be like an actual self-portrait of you so that somebody could see like what the rest of your face actually looks like? Is there a famous person or persona that you would want to take on? Do you want to just create like a cool design or pattern, create your own textile? So what would that look like? And do you want to be like a silly clown? Do you want to have teeth? I don't know. Think about, again, where you would be wearing it and the type of impression you want to make. I don't know. That's up to you. So this is one of the possible templates. Another one, and this again is just another sheet of paper, another style are the ones that have kind of the accordion folds folded up like this. And then you would have the strings over on this side. I was just playing around with this one. One thing that could be interesting to think about with this style of mask is what's going on underneath the folds of fabric. Would you want to have one design here, and then when you flip it down or expand it a little bit, you can see other parts? Would it look different on the inside and on the outside? What material would you want it to be made out of? There's one artist that I'm going to link to in this week's assignment who has been challenging some racial stereotypes with Asians and their wearing of masks. who uses kind of useless materials for her masks. So things like really transparent lace and plastic. It's a very interesting art project that she's been working on that I'll link to. So I'll leave that up to you guys. You can decorate them with whatever you want, but you will have to do a little reflection explaining your thought process and some of the choices you're making. Where are you going to wear it? What is it going to be made out of? What's your thought process behind it? I don't want you to just take, like a blue sheet of construction paper, fold it up and take pictures of that to turn it in. I want it to be personal and meaningful and something that you're, really thinking through for our final project of the school year, especially in these crazy, weird COVID-19 school closure, remote learning times. So with that, good luck. Email me if you have any questions.